Hello everybody and welcome to the final live stream of week 5 here in the Ssbl. We've got two epic games to cap off the week. We've got the Serpents and the Sparrows, a showdown in the epic Phenoms. And then we've got the Wildcats in the Mythic, a showdown in the epic Galaxy. That's one pitch, one out for Jonathan Hunt on the mound for the Sparrows, making his second start of the season. And Pamela Green on the mound for the Serpents. Both teams suffering through some injuries. Madeline Dixon last week tore her meniscus and she is out for 4 weeks. Zimbabwe tweaked his groin and he'll be out for 2 weeks. So we'll see how some of these newer faces fit into this lineup. 1 on, 1 out now for Pete Za. Runner is going to throw in the dirt and not in time. So Hearts is in scoring position. Three and 1 the count to Pete Za. That's ground to Vegas. Hit and run was on, and Hearts takes third. But 2 outs now for Big McLarchuge. Takes first pitch strike. Swing and miss there. 1 and 2. Payoff pitch. Misses outside. 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Hunt strikes out McLarchuge. Strands Hearts at third. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Hendricks, California, and Cameron Kahn all due up. First pitch swinging, and that one's going to be through the right side of the infield. So a leadoff runner is aboard. The replacements are Aero Draconius for the Serpents, and for the Sparrows, it is Lee Quid. This one's popped up left field, ranging over in foul territory is Draconius, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Good play there, up against the wall there. Cameron Kahn with 1 away. Let's see, Pamela Green in her first outing didn't last too long. 3 2/3, gave up 2 earned, 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, but gets a strikeout there, 2 away now. Now bring up Jiri Magana, a 4.9 ERA and a 2.18 WHIP for Green. First game of the season, I believe, for the Serpents was against the Angels. My memory serves me correctly. Full count here to Magana. And this one's a hopper to Hearts. She gets it to first in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. Both teams getting the base hit, but not able to score them. And we'll go to the top of the second. Stormblessed to lead things off. Let's take a look. Jonathan Hunt, his first outing. He went 6, gave up 2 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Did surrender a couple of long balls, but a 3 ERA flat and a 1.16 WHIP. Tough out activated now for Stormblessed on what is now a full count. And he loses him. Stormblessed will draw the leadoff walk. Oh, and 2 to Alfred Walker. I accidentally have him named Adrian Walker, the ball player's pitcher in the stat sheet, so I need to go back and fix that. But he flies out to center field. Larsonian there to make the catch. That brings up Leon Morrison. Morrison with an excellent start to the season. 9 for 18, hitting .500 on the year. A home run, 4 RBIs, and that looks like home run number 2, as that one is long gone, and the Serpents take an early 2-0 lead off the home run from Morrison, 452 feet.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 16.
Honorable grounds that one to Vegas in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12.
Jerry Briggs ahead 3-0. Fouls off that one. Swing and a miss. Down he goes, but the 2-run shot from Morrison gives the Serpents an early 2-0 leads. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Sparrows.
Right fielder, number 35.
And Strickland gets rung up there. Bring up Spritz Seltzer. Let's take a look at the team perspective. The Sparrows not doing too well offensively, coming in at 19th in the league in batting average, hitting just .205. 3 home runs on the season, and that looks all the world for number 4 into straightaway center field. Hits off the facade of the second deck. Holy cow, absolutely crushed. 480 feet. Goodness gracious. And it's 2-1. That thing was mashed. Well, make that home run number 4 on the season. They are striking out at the second highest clip in the league at nearly 38%. And are third worst in the league at scoring 2 runs per game. And that's a swing and a miss. And he ends on the strikeout, but the solo shot makes it 2-1 going into the top of the third. And we'll have the top of the order due up for the Serpents. And here is Aero Dragonius. I believe his first look in the major league so far. Rounds that one. Hendricks with a nice dive. And the throw is in time for out number 1. And I'll bring up Hart. She scored on the 2-run shot earlier. No, she didn't. She was stranded in the first inning. And she will single into right field, so she's 2 for 2 today, and that brings up Pete Za. Pete Za chops that one down the first base line, and it turns into a Dragon Special 3-6 Dragon Special. And we're to the bottom of the third. Those things are always confusing. They happen way too often in this league. And here is Lee Quid. And he grounds this one to first. Za will step on the bag for out number 1. Top of the order, August Hendricks fouls that one off for a 2-2 count. Fouls off another. And strike 3 called. Green racks up her 4th strikeout. That brings up California. one is over the head of Hearts, and that gets down into left field. And Fornia will be aboard with a 2-out single.
The third baseman, number 10.
Cameron Kahn, 3 for 14 for this so far this season, 214 average. Has an RBI under her belt, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. That one finds his own. Full count, runner going. It's grounded to Walker, and Walker gets it to Za in time for out number 3, and will go to the top of the 4th, still 2-1 here. It's Big Nick Larch, huge Storm Blessed, and Alfred Walker due up.
The right fielder, number 24.
Nick Larch, huge this season, 5 for 19, 263 on the year. A home run, 4 RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Takes a 3-1 count and draws the leadoff walk.
The catcher, number 22.
And Storm Blessed absolutely crushes this one, and it's 4-1.
The third baseman, number 77.
Hunt is tense now. Full count to Walker here, and swung on, grounded to Hendricks for out number 1.
The second baseman,
So
number
2 two-run shots so far for the Serpents in this one. Storm Blessed and Morrison. One's going yard. Hunt gets some revenge there, striking out Morrison. His 3rd strikeout of the game, 2 away. That brings up Terra vulnerable. Vulnerable coming in, hitting 308. Oh, and Vegas steals that one. For at number 3, robs Vulnerable of extra bases, and will go bottom of the 4. Sparrows now trailing by 3. It's Jerry Magana to the plate to lead things off. Looks like Magana the best bat here for the Sparrows. 7 for 13 on the season, hitting .538, but grounds that one to Walker for out number 1.
the right fielder, number 35.
Pitching wise for the Serpents, team ERA is a bit high at 4.75. Team whip at 1.36. Both are good for 15th into the league. But they are striking out people, as that's a strikeout there. They're getting 10.5 strikeouts per 9. That is 6th best in the league. 42 strikeouts coming into this week. That's a long shot. Spritz Seltzer goes yard once again, and it's 4-2. Too bad no one else on the Sparrows offensively wants to help out Spritz Seltzer. But he cuts down the deficit once again, making it a 2-run game. And Larsonian strikes out to end the inning. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. 4-2 our score. 9-1-2 due up for the Serpents.
Number 12.
Sparrows, on the other hand, are not very good in pitching. 7.52 their team ERA. At 2.07 whip. They are 3rd to last and 4th to last in ERA and whip, respectively. and next to last in strikeouts per 9 at 6 3/4. A lot of growth to do for the Sparrows pitching-wise. We're back to the top of the order. Draconius with his 3rd time to the plate. Grounds it to Hendricks, and that's out number 2. Serpents offense, they are 4th in the league in average, hitting .320. They've hit 7 home runs coming into tonight and already hit 2 more. That's 4th in the league as Hart strikes out there. Something that the Serpents don't do all that much, only 21% on the season. And are 6th in the league scoring-wise with an average of 6 runs per game. Bottom of the 5th we go, Spud Viegas to the plate, 0 for 1. Pamela Green starting off the bottom of the 5th. She's done pretty well so far. 4 hits. Pair of those going out of the park for home runs. 6 strikeouts, though, through 4 innings of work. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Sparrows. Brings up Lee Quid. Diving stop by Walker. He goes to first for the sure thing for round number 1. Nice play there by Walker. Runner in scoring position, though, for Hendricks. It is 1 swing territory right now. It's a 3-0 count for Hendricks. Hendricks takes a pitch there. Strike called. Swings at that one, makes the count full. Chops that one back to the mound. Green's going to go for 3rd, and they're going to catch the runner in a rundown. And that is out number 2. I'll bring up California now with 2 outs. And another one back to now, but off the glove of Pamela Green, and the runner is going to be safe. So 2 on, 2 out now for Cameron Kahn. Opportunity of knocks for the Sparrows. High fly ball deep into center field. And that is going to die at the track. Jerry Briggs makes the catch for out number 3. Just short of a go-ahead home run by about 3 feet. But it remains 4-2 going into the top of the 6th. One and 2 the count now to Pete Zaw. Jonathan Hunt staying in the game, and he strikes out Zaw 1 away. Hunt, a fairly similar line to Green, just all of his hits basically have come around to score. 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs. So both starting pitchers giving up 2 home runs, just the Serpents managed to have base runners aboard when they were hit. And that will do it for Hunt. He can't finish off the 6th. And in comes Jericho McKinney to face in a locked-in Caledon Stormblessed. Tough out activated on an 0-2 count. Stormblessed fouls it off. 3 straight fouled off by Caledon. Swing and a miss. McKinney gets him to swing through that one. We'll go bottom of the 6th, 4-2 still the score. Agana Spritzeltzer and Adelina Strickland. That is up the middle. Leadoff runner aboard for the Sparrows. Or how much longer they're going to give Pamela Green here. 7 hits for her so far in this one. Up to 84 pitches here. in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. Adelina Strickland to the plate. 0 for 2 today. And 1 for 14 on the season. 0.71 average. Inside, full count to Strickland. And swings at that one and grounds it inside the bag and rolls into left field. And the Sparrows have 2 aboard, nobody out. And it's the man of the hour, Spritz Seltzer. 2 for 2 today, 2 home runs. He's locked in, and in comes Raul Gillette to try and get him out for the first time today. Pressure building. Oh, Seltzer wanted it, but that's foul. 1-1 the count to Seltzer. Doesn't chase, 2-1. That's high, 3-1. And that's fouled back for a full count. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Gillette gets a huge strikeout there, 1 away. Arsonian been a strikeout victims twice so far today. Grounds that one up the middle, and that's Morrison going to step on the bag and throws it to Zine. Time for the Dragons special. Sparrows go from 2 on, nobody out, and not scoring a single run. The strikeout and the Dragons special sending us to the top of the 7th. The Sparrows have had their chances in this one, but not being able to get the extra base hit when they needed it. (3-1) to Alfred Walker. Slider finds his own, full count. But that one misses, and Walker will do just that.
Second baseman, number 17.
Runner is going, and that one is a soft floater to Kahn, who makes the catch for out number 1. Runner gets back.
Number 16.
That brings up Terra Vulnerable. That's hit hard, and that's going to get into left field. Bounce off the Gator in left field. Runner's headed to 3rd, but will stay put there. So runners at the corners now for the Serpents here in the top of the 7th. Only 1 out now for Jerry Briggs. Chance to push this lead even further. And that is up the middle, and that will score a run, making it 5-2 Serpents.
Now back, the left fielder, number 25.
Jericho McKinley has not been strong in relief so far this season. He's had 4 1/3 innings of work so far this year, giving up 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, a 6.24 ERA, and a 1.84 WHIP. Back to the top of the order, Draconius 0 for 3. Young gun looking for his first major league base hit, but won't find it here. Hendricks to Vegas, and Vegas to Magana for the Dragons special. The Sparrows plate 1 more, make it a 5-2 game as we enter the bottom of the 7th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for them here.
Number 9.
Raul Gillette, on the other hand, 2 innings of work, and he's been perfect through them and racking up 3 strikeouts as well. Grounded up the middle, Hart's ranges over, rocks it to first in time for out number 1.
Batting, the catcher, number 59.
1-2 the count to Lee Quid. Swing and a miss. Down goes Quid. 2 away.
The second baseman, number 26.
And that's going to get down into right. Gillette no longer perfect in relief this season.
The designated hitter,
Plate comes California. 2 singles on the day for her. That's that one off a 1-2 count here. Rockets that one. Oh, off the glove of Morrison. And that's going to have everyone be safe. Runners headed for third. And the Sparrows once again have 2 runners aboard. Can they cash in? 2 outs here, though. Cameron Kahn sitting at 0 for 3. She had 2 aboard, I believe, the last time she was up and flew out into deep center field. Missed a home run by a few feet ahead, 3-0. Ball 4, nowhere close, and the bases will be loaded with Sparrows for Jiri Magana. And that's going to do it for Gillette. In comes JT Mullins to try and clean things up here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch, strike to Magana. He fouls off the next pitch, 0-2. Slow roller to Hartz. Hartz throws it to first in time for out number 3, and the Sparrows leave the bases loaded. Top of the 8th, Hartz, Za, and Big McLarchuch all due up.
number 69.
Hartz falls behind 0-2. But singles that one up the middle for a leadoff single.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
Brings up an 0 for 3 Pete Za, and that one's perfectly up the middle as well. And the Serpents in business here. 2 on, nobody out here for Big McLarchuch.
Number 24.
Oh, and double steal was on. And runner at first gets picked off after the throw to second initially. So 1 down. Grounder to second. Hendricks in time, 2 away, but runner advances 90 feet to third. And here's Kaladin Stormblessed. That was very weird. 2-0, 3-0. And Stormblessed will take a walk.
The third baseman, number 77.
Walker to the plate, 1-1 the count. Runners at the corners for the Serpents here on the top of the 8th. This is there, 2-2. Doesn't chase, full count. Runner's going and it's fouled off. And that is nowhere close, and now the Serpents have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And it's Leon Morrison to the plate. And Noel Hawley will come in to try and clean things up here. First pitch, strike. This is 1-1. That's fouled off. A 1-2 count now. Popped up, but it looks like that's going to get out of play. And it will. We'll do it again. Oof, just misses the zone there. 2-2. That's down the first base line. It's fair, and that's going to trickle into right field. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and it's 7-2 Serpents.
The designated hitter, number 16.
And that walk will load the bases once again here for Jerry Briggs.
Number 12.
And Briggs rockets that one into the gap. That will clear the bases most likely. And it will be 8, 9, 10 to 2 Serpents.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
Three and 1 to Dragonius. And he gets a board for the first time today. He draws the walk.
The shortstop, number 69.
Goodness gracious. As foul, 2 and 2 to Kari Hartz, who's 3 for 4 today. Count is full. And the bases are full.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5. Now pitching.
Ollie can't record an out, and in comes Madison Bowball. And mercifully, the inning comes to the end with a strikeout of Pete Za. 5 runs come across for the Serpents, and they take a 10 to 2 lead going into the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 35. Now batting, the left fielder, number 2.
Spritz Seltzer having a nice day. About the only Sparrow that can say that. 2 for 3, 2 home runs. He is just about everything the Sparrows have to show in this game. That's ripped into the gap, and Spritz Seltzer's nice day continues. He'll have himself a 1-out double. 3 for 4 for him today, all extra base hits.
Fielder, number 27.
Grounded to Walker, and Walker tags him and throws. Oh my God. Ineptitude, thy name is Sparrows.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 24.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen a tag him out, throw him out in SMB 3 before. That's definitely a rarity. Bull Ball with a couple of strikeouts to start off her night.
Number 22.
That will be a walk as
Now batting, the third baseman,
Alfred Walker comes to the plate. Just completely walking through the catcher there, kind of tickled me. This one's going to be foul. Popped up into shallow center field. Caught by Hendricks. Round number 2.
How about the second baseman, number 17.
Brings up Leon Morrison. Morrison rockets that one into left field, so it'll be 2 on, 2 out here for the Serpents.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 16.
Bring 1 to vulnerable. This is moonshot into left center field. Lynn Larsonian is under it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Vegas, Quid, and Hendricks due up.
The shortstop, number 9.
Grounded to Walker. 1 away.
Now back, the catcher, number 59.
See if the Sparrows replacement can at least get on board. Like the Serpents one did. That's off the glove of Mullins. And he won't quite make it there. And 1 out away, August Hendricks, 2 for 4.
26.
Into right field, Big McLarge makes the catch, and the game is over. 10-2 your final score. Both teams with 11 hits, but Serpents blowing them out in the second half. 9 walks drawn by the Serpents. That's pretty much your difference. 3 hits for Morrison, 3 hits for Hartz, 2 hits for Briggs, 3 hits for California. Spritz Seltzer went 3 for 4. Win goes to Pamela Green, 2 earned through 5, 6 strikeouts. How does Mullins get a save? I don't know about that one. Hunt gets rocked for 4 in 5 2/3, 4 in 2 from McKinney, 2 in no innings, just bad pitching from the Sparrows. Spritz Seltzer, your overall MVP, followed by Leon Morrison and then Kaladin Stormblessed. And we're going to jump into game number 2 shortly. Mythic and the Wildcats coming up right after this. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. And here we go. Final stream game of week 5. The ESTV game of the week will be live on ESTV on Friday. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Be on the lookout for the Bombers and the High Rollers. And that's a strikeout to start things off for Beef Boy. Beef Boy, in his first outing, went 6 innings, gave up 1 earned run, only 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Sandy Bash activates the Suck Glove for out number 2. 1.5 ERA and a .667 WHIP. And that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Beef Boy. We'll go bottom of the first. Bashmore and Durr up. Hunky Funk also went 6 innings, but gave up 4 earned. A couple of home runs. Did strike out 8, though. 6 hits. 6 ERA and a 1 WHIP. He can bounce back slightly here. Fouled off 2-2 the count to Sandy Bash. That misses. Grounded on the first base line. Cruz Jones will step on the bag for out number 1. Wildcats coming in with the lead in the Epic Galaxy right now, sitting at 3-1. A half game up on the Unicorns right now, who are sitting at 3-2. When here pushes that back to a full game. And I would expect the Wildcats and Unicorns to play sometime. They'll play week 7. That's one's into right, caught by Odin Moss. Mythic coming to the season 1-3. Bit of misfortune for them this year so far. A 2-4 loss to the Sparrows opening week. And a 1-0 loss to the Serpents. They bounced back in week 3 with a 10-5 win over the High Rollers. But then got trounced by the Bombers 13-1. That's how they got to a 1-3 record. And we'll go to the top of the second. Scoreless still. Harry Von Crum to lead things off. Two count to Harry Von Crum. Yeah, that's another strikeout for Beef Boy. He's already locked in here. 2 strikeouts through 1 1/3. Nothing allowed. No 2 count here to Jesse Merritt. And strike 3 called. Strikeout number 3. And that brings up Biddles Rosas, the all-star for the Mythic last season. And he gets that one through the right side of the infield. Base hit for Rosas. Brings up Odin Moss. Moss hitting 5 for 15 this season. .333 average. Home run and RBI. Walk 4 strikeouts. 0-2 the count. That one's foul. Slow roller. Sandy Bash scoops it, flips it to Sluggington in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. Bottom of the second we go. Sluggington, Jimbo, and Longshanks all due up. And that's up the middle. Leadoff runner is aboard for the Wildcats. That's a high fly ball deep into right center field, but that's going to die at the track for Instante Potato. Loud first out here in the bottom of the second. Warning track power there for Bobby Jimbo. Up comes Henry Longshanks. Foul back 2-2 the count. And he swings and misses there. 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 17.
Brings up AC Milan. 1-2 the count here. Funk. A hit in 1 2/3 and a strikeout. Full count, and that one will miss, so puts 2 on, 2 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6.
Elena Love to the plate. An opportunity to get the Wildcats on the board first. Elena Love 5 for 13 this season, 385. Has an RBI under her belt so far. Not off a lot of pitches. Hunky Fuck already up to 41 here. Slow grounder. That's a C. Single. Everyone's going to be safe. Runner's going to go home. The throw from Buckley is not going to be in time, and the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead.
26.
And that one's into right, flirting with the pole. It's off the pole. And in a blink of an eye, the Wildcats have busted it open. Now 3-0 here. 4-0, excuse me. In the bottom of the second. And the inning will go on. Hunky Funk does not have his stuff here tonight.
The designated hitter, number 19.
One and 2 to Jackson Moore the fourth. And Rosas will make the catch there for out number 3, but a crooked number on the board. 4-0 already. Going into the top of the third, McBinney, Buckley, and Potato going up in the top. Dribbler goes halfway back to the mound. Beef Boy comes off and throws it to Sluggington for out number 1. In foul territory. The Doug. Okay. 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Full count. A dribbler to Beef Boy, and he can't get it to it in time. And the runner will be safe. Infield single there for the Mythic. Mythic this season hitting .206. That's 18th in the league. 5 home runs hit. Bash Sluggington with a nice play there. Takes himself for round number 2. Middle of the pack strikeout wise, striking out at 27%. And averaging 3 1/4 runs per game. That's 15th in the league. That one's through the right side. That's going to bring a runner home, and the Mythic on the board here with an RBI single. It's 4-1. Knocks Beef Boy down to neutral. Brings up Las Vegas Angeles. And she strikes out swinging to end the inning. But the Mythic get on the board 4-1 here as we go to the bottom of the third. Joshua Durr, Bash Sluggington, and Bobby Jimbo do up for the Wildcats. See if Hunky Funk can eat up some innings here. Try to put any kind of positive spin on this, but that's into the gap by Sluggington. That will be extra bases. That rolls all the way to the wall. Sluggington into second. Thought about third there for a moment, but will stay put at second with a one-out double, which activates RBI man for Bobby Jimbo here. Go with a deep fly out his first time up. Through the right side of the infield. Sluggington stay put at third, and runners at the corners now for the Wildcats. On away, and here's Henry Longshank. That's a grounder to Rosas. Rosas to second for one. Can't turn the Dragon special, so the run will score. RBI off the fielder's choice, and it's 5-1. A strikeout ends the inning, but the Wildcats get the run back. 5-1 as we go to the top of the fourth. Von Crum, Merritt, and Rosas all do up. Harry Von Crum not having a great start to the season. 2 for 16 is not doing very much. It's only a 125 average. A tough dive there for Sluggington, and he makes the play anyway. Fantastic play by Sluggington, one away. Jesse Merritt 0 for 1. And strikes out for the second time tonight. Mojo back up for Beef Boy, his 5th strikeout of the game. Gets him back to locked in. And make it a half a dozen Ks now for Beef Boy, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Wildcats still up by 4 here. 8, 9, and 1 due up for them. That'll be a leadoff walk for the Wildcats to start the bottom of the fourth. That's through the left side, and 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth for the Wildcats. They are absolutely crushing things off of Honky Funk. 7 hits and 2 walks through 3 innings, 5 earned. 70 pitches here with no outs in the bottom of the fourth. This one looks like a Dragon special. This one they can turn, so that puts 2 away now. Grounded to Rosas, and that will be out number 3. Remains a 5-1 ball game going into the top of the 5th. Odin Moss, Kylie McBinney, and Saul Buckley due up. This one right to Elena Love for round number 1. Fouled back 1 and 2 to McBinney. This one's a floater into right center field, and that will be down for a Bomber special.
The second baseman, number 5.
And this one's deep into right, but I think this one's going to get gobbled up by Bengata. Bobby Jimbo returns the favor, making the catch at the warning track for out number 2. That one had the speed and sounded good off the bat, but didn't quite have enough. Needed one more scoop of Wheaties for breakfast. Would have made things a little bit more interesting, but said it's out number 2, and that's out number 3. Bottom 5th, 5-1, Joshua Durr, Bash Luggington, and Bobby Jimbo all due up. Hunky Funk staying in the game, just being a bit of a battering punching bag, I should say. It's an ugly strikeout. Joshua Durr swinging well inside there for out number 1. Sluggington having a nice day, a double and a single so far for him. Pops this one up into left center field. And Potato is under it for out number 2. It's a Bobby Jimbo. Jimbo 4 for 14 so far this year, 286. Home run, 3 RBIs, no walks, 3 strikeouts thus far. Make it 4, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Hunky Funk. And we'll go to the top of the 6th. Jones, Angeles, and Crum due up. This one into center field. That one doesn't even make it to the warning track. Longshanks is there, one away. Team pitching for the Wildcats, let's see. They are pretty solid, a 1.79 ERA team-wise. That is second best in the league, only trailing the Gauchos. And they have a team whip of .885. That is top in the league. Ks per 9 are a bit average. They are at 10. That is 12th in the league. That's caught by Longshanks for out number 2. As for the Mythic, it's a much different story. A team ERA of 5.91. That is 21st in the league. And a whip of 1.429, 16th in the league. But the Mythic, slightly better in the strikeouts per 9 at 10.29. That is 8th. That's another 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 6 we go. Wildcats offense, so far kind of middle of the league. 228 average, 14th. And just 4 home runs hit this season, 13th in the league. The strikeout rate is something to be proud of, just a shade over 25%. 6th best in the league, but only averaging 3 runs per game. It'll be a walk for Longshanks. And Hunky Funk's day is finally done. In comes Ray Delfino. Delfino so far on the season, 4 1/3 innings of relief, only 1 earned given up. And it was 1 hit, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts for a 2.08 ERA and a .924 whip. And that is going to be a Dragon special turned by the Mythic. That went 4-6-3. And 2 away now here in the bottom of the 6th. One's foul 2-2 to Elena Love. RBI. I don't know if it was an RBI single, but an RBI, a single, and a walk. And she draws her second one of those today. Locked in someday. She had the 3-run homer, I believe, smack off the foul pole. Also has a single. You know, I was thinking about this in between the games. Baseball is inconsistent with its yellow objects that are indicators on the field. You have the foul pole that is bright yellow and a line straight up into the air. But if something hits off of that, it's a home run. But if we've witnessed 3 different times this season, if a ball hits off the yellow off a wall, it's not a home run. That doesn't logically coincide. Leadoff single for the Mythic into left field. Brings up good old Biddles Rosas. Beef Boy still locked in. 6 innings of work, 5 hits, and earned runs, 7 strikeouts tonight. Getting up there on the pitch count, 85 here. Oh, that one's under the glove of Sluggington, and runner's going to try to go for third, and he is thrown out. Nice assist in the outfield there. And that will be a Dragons special. Yep. Easy come, easy go for the Mythic. Into the bottom of the 7th we go. Didn't even get to look right field. That was Bobby Jimbo with the outfield assist. Pitching the Mythic, trying to be greedy. One out walk, Joshua Durr, 0 for 3 comes to the plate. Three and 1. And Durr will walk. Back-to-back walk given up by Delfino. Bash Sluggington comes up to the plate. Slow roller, Rosas. Really should have gone to first there. Goes to second, comes up empty, and then Sluggington's already at first, so the bases are loaded for Bobby Jimbo with RBI man. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Pops it up, not a great appearance there at the plate by Bobby Jimbo, swinging at pitches well outside the zone, trying way too hard to get something done there. And Ray Delfino gets pulled in favor of Bank Herring. And a dive by Saul Buckley will keep the Wildcats at bay here in the bottom of the 7th. Remains 5-1 as we go to the top of the 8th. 8, 9, and 1 due up. That's up the middle. Mythic being able to hit Beef Boy here in the last couple of innings. 7 hits through 7, though, so not all that impressive. That's still a 1 whip, no matter how you slice it. Saw Buckley 1 for 2 today. Slow roller, Love goes to second, gets 1, but they won't turn 2. Brings us to the top of the order, Instante Potato, tense and 0 for 3 on the day. This one will be a Dragon special. And we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17.
'Laced into left field, but that'll be caught by Angeles. 1 away. One and 1 to Elena Love. Rosas has been busy today at short. That's out number 2. Brings up Someday. And Someday draws a walk to continue the inning for Sandy Bash. Floater into right. Charging in is Odin Moss to make the catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 9th. Where it's 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Mythic. Beef Boy looking to complete. To go for the complete game. Approaching 100 pitches here. That's out number 1. And Beef Boy won't be given the opportunity. In comes Gorgug Thistlesprig. Up the middle, a diving stop by Sandy Bash to throw in time for out number 2. And let's see if Harry can do something to keep the Mythic alive. And he does not. Wildcats win 5-1. No action past the second inning in this one, or the third inning, I should guess. Both teams, every game tonight, teams tied in hits, but it was definitely lopsided affairs. And both games are factors of each other. Divide by 2. 10-2, 5-1. 7 hits, mostly the bottom of the order for the Mythic. 2 from Rosas, 2 from McBinney. 7 strikeouts for the Mythic. Sluggington with a pair of hits, Someday with a pair of hits, and the home run being largely the difference in this game pretty much. Hunky Funk gets all the earned runs charged to him. 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 7 hits, 3 walks. Delfino and Herring combined for 3 innings of relief, give up 4 walks, but nothing else. Win goes to Beef Boy. He almost goes the distance. 1 earned, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts, and Thistlesprig was involved as well. Wildcats sweep the MVP honors. Someday, Beef Boy, and Elena Love. That's going to do it for me tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. to ESTV to watch the Bombers and the High Rollers complete Week 5. Should be a good one. And that will do it for me tonight. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. I'll see y'all next time.